Let me ask you something. Have you got salary sacrifice set up with your employer? If you're hesitating, or if your answer is, I think so, maybe, this video is for you. Because salary sacrifice isn't just a pension top-up. It's 4 separate financial mechanisms firing at the same time. Most people who have it set up only understand one of them. Most people who don't have it set up have no idea what it's costing them. Every month you go without it, while you're in a higher tax band, you're handing money to HMRC that you were never legally required to give. Not because you did anything wrong, because nobody explained what salary sacrifice actually is. That changes today. My name is Mark. Welcome back to Wealth Architecture. Here's the thing most people get wrong. They think salary sacrifice is just another way of paying into a pension. It isn't. A normal pension contribution works like this. Your employer pays you your full salary, you get taxed on all of it, and then you contribute to your pension out of your take-home pay. Your provider claims basic rate relief. You claim higher rate relief through self-assessment. Job done. Salary sacrifice is different at the root. You formally agree with your employer to reduce your contractual salary. In return, they pay the equivalent amount directly into your pension on your behalf. That one word, contractual, is what changes everything. Because when your salary is contractually lower, HMRC calculates your income tax and your national insurance on a smaller number. Not as a deduction, not as a claim. It just never counts. Normal contribution. You receive full salary taxed on all of it. Contribute from take-home, claim relief later via self-assessment. Salary sacrifice. Contractual salary, reduced tax and NI calculated on lower figure. Employer pays pension direct. No self-assessment claim needed. NI saving is automatic and immediate. That's the structural difference. And that difference is worth real money. I said salary sacrifice fires 4 mechanisms at once. Let me take you through each one. Effect 1. Income tax relief at source. Your contractual salary is lower. HMRC taxes a lower number. At 40%, every £1,000 sacrificed saves you £400 in income tax. There's no waiting for self-assessment. It's already done. Effect 2. Employee national insurance. This is the one people miss most often. You pay 2% NI on earnings above £50,000, £270. On salary you sacrifice, you pay 0. For someone sacrificing £10,000 a year above that threshold, that's an extra £200 saving on top of the income tax. Not huge on its own, but it stacks. Effect 3. Employer national insurance. Your employer pays 13.8% employer NI on your salary above the secondary threshold. When your salary falls, their liability falls too. Here's the bit most people don't know to ask. Some employers pass that saving back to you as an additional pension contribution. It's worth asking directly. That conversation can add thousands to your pension for free. Effect 4. Adjusted net income reduction. For anyone near or above £100,000, the personal allowance taper zone, this is the big one. Salary sacrifice reduces your adjusted net income automatically. No calculation, no claim, it just happens. That single effect can be worth thousands of pounds in protected personal allowance. 4 mechanisms, 1 conversation with your payroll department. I want to be straight with you here. Salary sacrifice isn't always the right move. It can reduce things you might not have thought about. Your contractual salary is the number that goes on mortgage applications. It's the number your life cover might be tied to. It can affect income protection cover, statutory maternity and paternity pay, and in edge cases, certain state benefit calculations. None of those things make salary sacrifice wrong. They make it a decision that needs to be made with complete information. For most employed higher earners who aren't planning a mortgage application in the next 3 months, none of those considerations outweigh the tax and NI savings. But check before you sign. 1. Mortgage. Confirm with lender what figure they'll use. 2. Life cover. Check if based on contractual or gross salary. 3. Maternity or paternity pay. Calculated on reduced salary if sacrifice is in place. Simon, 45, senior manager, salary $105,000. He wants to get his adjusted net income down to $100,000. He needs to cut £5,000. He has 2 options. Option A, personal pension contribution. He puts in £5,000 gross. His provider claims basic rate relief. He claims higher rate through self-assessment. Net cost after all relief, £3,000. ANI reduced by £5,000. Job done. Option B, salary sacrifice. His salary drops by £5,000 to $100,000. His employer pays $5,000 directly into his pension. ANI falls automatically. No self-assessment claim required. Personal contribution versus salary sacrifice. Comparison. Gross contribution, £5,000 on both. Income tax saving, £2,000 on both. Employee NI saving, none for personal contribution and £100 on salary sacrifice. Self-assessment claim needed, yes for personal contribution and no for salary sacrifice. ANI reduction, £5,000 on both. Net advantage of salary sacrifice, £100. NI and no admin delay. The numbers look similar. That's the point. Salary sacrifice isn't dramatically better for every single pound. It's consistently better, with less admin, less friction, and employer NI savings that can stack on top. Over a career, consistently better compounds into something significant. Salary sacrifice might be the clearest example in this whole series of how the gap between what high earners could be saving and what they actually save isn't about intelligence or effort. It's about one conversation that never happened. It's not hidden. It's not some exclusive arrangement for people in the know. It's available to most employed people. It requires employer agreement, and it starts with a single email to your payroll department. The gap isn't a gap in earnings. It isn't a gap in work ethic. It's a gap in information. And that's exactly what this channel exists to close. One action from this video. Just one. Ask your employer whether they offer salary sacrifice for pension contributions. Not contributions in general, sacrifice specifically. If they do, request the agreement. Find out whether they pass back their NI saving as an additional contribution. And check the contractual salary figure that'll appear on any future mortgage or benefit calculations. If they don't offer it, that's useful information too. It means personal contributions and self-assessment are your route. Both work. Salary sacrifice is just more efficient when it's available. Quick summary, the 4 savings. 1. Income tax at your marginal rate, 40% or 45%. 2. Employee NI, 2% above £50,270. 3. Employer NI, 13.8%. Ask if they pass it back. 4. Adjusted net income reduction, automatic, no claim needed. Available to most employed people. Requires employer agreement, takes one conversation to start. In the next video, I want to talk about the mistakes people make after they've already fixed the obvious problem. Not the 60% trap, we've covered that. The subtler errors. The ones that sit quietly underneath, costing money year after year without ever announcing themselves. If salary sacrifice was new to you today, this is the week to act on it. Subscribe. See you in the next one.